Hey everyone, I hope that you are doing wonderful. And today I am enjoying some snow over here in Arizona. I wanted to pop into your world today and talk about signs that you are a medium. Now, you might be familiar with spiritual medium or just medium, but it's the same. What I'm talking about more so is being a mental medium. So I wanted to just say hello. And if you're here watching live, I'd love for you to tell me that you're here. And if you're watching the replay, I'd love for you to comment #replay. So while we prepare for February, so it's been a little bit of a tradition that every February I talk about mediumship. So I'm preparing for that right now. And I'm really excited because we finally have our mediumship program coming out in February. I used to teach mediumship in person in Sedona. And last year we transitioned everything 100% online. And I'm so excited to announce some fun things coming up for mediumship. And so today I wanted to talk about some signs. So hey, Ashley, good to see you. Hey, Shay and Brenda. And for all of you out there who I see Facebook user, if you will just click on the link at the top where it says give StreamYard access so I can see your name. So I'm glad that you're joining us today. So let's talk about it. What is mediumship? Well, mediumship is the act of delivering messages from spirit to someone else. Sometimes people think that mediumship is just talking to dead people, and it's actually not just that. Mediums can give messages about past, present, or future. And it's kind of like the movie world kind of put out a lot of misinformation out there as what do mediums actually do? Well, they talk to spirit 100%, but they can talk to spirit to give messages from loved ones, from spirit guides about past, present, future. So we'll dive more into that later on in February. But first thing, if you feel compelled to give messages to others, and let me just kind of walk you through this. So let's say that you had a dream and when you woke up and you're like, gosh, I just have to tell this person about the dream I've had. Or you wake up and you say, you know what? I am going to meditate. And then while you're meditating, you get this vision where you just keep seeing this person over and over. Or your friend, it just keeps popping into your mind. She or he is, or they. It's like this friend, I just keep getting my friend over and over and over. I've just got to reach out to them and talk to them. If you're feeling that you are in some sort of public environment and you're just like, I don't know why, but I've got to like reach out and talk to this person. I have no idea what I'm going to say. I just feel like I need to like start a conversation with this person. That's an example of feeling compelled to give a message. Most likely your spirit guides are saying, hello, knock, knock, knock. It's time for you to develop more of this ability that you have. And hey, are you interested in mediumship? Like the act of delivering a spirit message to someone else. So that's one thing. Now, the second sign that I wanted to talk about, if you're feeling like you wake up in the middle of the night or you're just hanging around your house and you feel like you've got all these spirit people there. You're like, I am now sensing more people and I don't just think they're my guides, but they're everywhere. So me as a mediumship teacher would be talking to you about setting boundaries so that you don't have all these people in your house, because that is not a way to live your life. That's in balance. No. So when I teach mediumship, I talk to my students and teach them how to create boundaries so that they don't get woken up in the middle of the night, or they're not sitting there doing their hair and they have spirit saying, well, hello, I would really like for you to deliver a message to somebody. But this is a sign of your mediumship waking up, where you're feeling like, I've got all these spirit people hanging out with me. This is like my house is a train stop. Oh, it's a train station. Okay, got to deal with that. So that's one sign. If you're just going, now I've got all this stuff happening. Oh my gosh, what do I do? Because I know that when you finally are drawn to mediumship, sometimes it takes that push to get there. Now, another sign that your mediumship's waking up is when your electronics start going a little haywire. Now, we are, I think, officially, I'm not 100% sure, I haven't looked at the date, but I know we're in Mercury retrograde pre-shadow. I'm not sure if we're actually Mercury retrograde. That's one thing. But one of the things with electronics, mediums tend to give off a different energy. So a different energy where you are now picking up more spirit helpers. And so it's almost like you kind of walk into the door and you notice that your electronics are going a little haywire. The lights are flickering more. The computers aren't working as much. Your phone will not respond to you when you're pressing the send button or when you're trying to text. And you're like, what is going on? My friend and myself, sometimes our phones just won't respond. And we're like talking to our husbands, could you press this button? And it works fine when that happens. Or maybe when you're walking in the door, your animals, your pets start looking at you a little differently or looking around you, like who's all there with you? Same with children, maybe looking above or around you and going, what's going on here? So noticing that your presence, your energy has shifted as a sign that spirit might trying to be giving you the nudge. It's time to look more at your mediumship ability. And then one thing I did want to talk about too, another big sign, I think this is the most telling sign, is if you start to develop more of an interest of mediumship. Maybe you find yourself researching, you're watching videos, you're excited about the topic, you participate in activities where you can connect more with spirit, and you are really wanting to learn more about how to be a medium. So let me just kind of walk you through this too. Sometimes we think, I can't do it, but I'm interested in watching how to do it. That's how I was. Since I was a child, I loved all the spiritual things. I loved all the metaphysical things and the mediumship. But when it came down to it, I said, I want to take the mediumship class. Oh, no, but I don't want to give any readings. And so I remember my mentor saying, this doesn't make any sense. You want to take it, but you don't want to take it. Well, I had to let my ego go and recognize it was okay for me to do readings. It was okay to be myself. It was okay to try this process. And so just simply the interest and desire that you have for mediumship is probably the biggest sign that you're ready to discover it and to look at, oh, well, if I have this interest here, I'm most likely a medium. This is where people find themselves. If they're curious, they're interested, and they don't have any of the other signs, but knowing that, well, I'm drawn to this for a reason, and that they are definitely a medium. Now, I believe everyone can be a medium, but you have to have the desire, and you actually have to do it and be consistent in how you're doing it. So if you're interested in mediumship, hang around with me. February, we're going to be talking all about it. And I'm really excited as we're moving into that theme of the month. So tell me in the comments if you're watching the replay or if you're live here, tell me which signs come through more so for you. So we talked about feeling more compelled to learn more or just like interested in the topic, feeling compelled to give messages, having spirit people in your house or your electronics going a little haywire, or maybe even your children or your dogs are kind of looking around you going, what's going on here? So interesting how that happens. All right, I look forward to reading your comments, and I hope that you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next week for more mediumship talk. All right, bye.